Wow. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. How is everybody doing on this glorious Tuesday evening, afternoon, morning, potentially Wednesday morning, depending on where you are in the world right now? How is everybody doing? Your boy's back again. We're going to be playing some Subway Builder. I've been doing a little bit of a mini-series on this recently, and a lot of you guys have really been enjoying it. Been trying to create a subway system in New York City, and I thought it would be really exciting if we do a one-off episode where I try to build a subway network in San Francisco. I don't know how this is going to go. It's going to be interesting right now. So is my plushies on the way? Maybe, Fire Eater. Maybe I'm just waiting for the postman to come and collect them. Right now. So it's going to be an interesting one. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to take everything that you guys have been teaching me and everything that I've learned so far in my little series. And hopefully we can be productive. Hopefully we can make billions of dollars. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. I was scared this was a new series. Good thing we're still continuing in New York. Yes, do not worry about the New York one. The New York is continuing. This is just a complete one-off episode right now. We'll see. What messages did you put on my plushies? Wait, you want me to put messages on your plushies? Is this true, Fire Eater? What? Right, hold on, boys. Let's get all rocking and rolling right now. Now, the game is kind of weird, so I got to set it all up so you'll be able to see it on the stream. Let me get the game all loaded up. You damn fool! Megan!
Megan has become a fool.
Appreciate it, Megan. Thank you so much, you damn fool. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it right now. What a damn fool. Do you consent to us making a French restaurant in your name? Right, I want this on the record right now, okay? I want this on the record. Yes, I do consent, but I will publicly not be happy, okay? I will be raging in every single video I make of that game if I have a French restaurant. And for that reason, yes, go ahead and do it. Right, hold on, boys. Hold on right now. Let me just get this all set up because it's really weird how I have to share the screen for Subway Builder because it's not like normal games. Right, let me just see if I can get this to work. Hold on. Right, you can. All right, hold on. Hold on. You might be able to see it in just a moment, but at the same time, you might not be able to see it in just a moment. Right, hold on. Transition over. Okay, you can see it, but it doesn't fit the screen. Right, this is really annoying. Hold on. I promise you I know what I'm doing. I haven't set this up for streaming. Right. No, that's the wrong button. Hold on. Guys, I promise you, I know what I'm doing. There we go. We got there in the end. We got there in the end. Yes, I do want to see messages on my plushies. Do you want a different message on each plushie, or do you want only one of them to have a secret message? Ooh, what will it be? A surprise. Perfect. Hyped. Let's go. Let's go. May I suggest we make our lines in this stream as above ground subways? They seem to be as... I never thought about making them above ground. That's an interesting concept. Might make one or two in this episode. Maybe we'll trial with one. But you would need to do straight lines because you can't then cut through a building. It would be weird. Yes, each plushie with a different message. Right, on it, Fire Eater. On it right now. Do not worry. Can't drive, never could. Wait, what? What do you mean can't drive, never could right now? You got me all kinds of confused. Right, let's start a new game. New game. And I'm picking San Francisco. The only reason I'm picking San Francisco because it says the steep hills and all that kind of jazz. It's within the Silicon Valley area that you got to transport people to. Pretty good. Also, I've been here. Let me work this out right now. 3 times in real life. It's also San Francisco was the first place in America that I ever went to. So it holds a special place in my heart. Right, let's get this loaded up, boys. Let's get this loaded up right now. Better not be any bolder messages. I cannot confirm nor deny. Okay. I cannot confirm nor deny right now. So this is the map we got to attend with. Now, I'm going to throw it out there right now. Light mode or dark mode? Literally decide right now, guys. Light mode or dark mode on this. While you guys decide in the chat, let me just check the demand stats. So this is what we've currently got. I'm a bit too far zoomed out. Oh, where's all the colors? Is it because I haven't gone into play mode yet? Okay, right. We'll let play mode run for a minute or two so I can kind of ultimately see where all the demand is going to be coming to and from. So we got a lot of work and demand up in the peninsula of San Francisco, a little bit over in Oakland. And I'm going to assume there's some at the airport, but I'm also going to assume as we come down to Silicon Valley, this is like San Jose down here. You got your few little blobs for like, you know, Apple, Stanford University. What are the other ones down there, guys? Apple, Stanford University, Adobe's over here somewhere. I think Facebook is like over here somewhere. I'm not too sure. It's going to be interesting. Dark. Everyone wants dark mode, apart from Iceman who wants blue mode. What a folio right now. Right, where's dark mode? Boom. And now we can see. So it's still technically, I don't think I can move this, right? It's still technically, you can't see my face is in the way. It's still technically calculating. I feel like I need to move my face right now. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on right now. Hold on. I promise you I know what I'm doing. Let me copy this. I'm going to switch my face cam over to the opposite side because there's some information right now that you probably want to be able to see. So, paste in. Boom, 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 boom. Switch. I'm now over on this side. So as you can see, they're still calculating a few more passengers to figure out what they're doing before we start. Okay, before we start. Do you like the mascot of the costume I'm going to wear for Halloween? Yes. Even your scary Halloween costumes are Baldo as well. By the way, there's an update where you can have demand on and build. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Because the amount of times I have to keep switching between those views is, it does get slightly annoying. I want top down here the month mode. Oops, sorry, I do have low. Oh, snap, you actually do. Iceman actually has top donator of the month. Which this is the last stream of the month on this channel. Are you going to get the rank in Discord for another month? I'm taking about Ara's song from last Wednesday. Oh, no. We do not talk about Ara's songs, okay? We do not talk about them. Right. I think this will be a good start then. So let me just get rid of this for a hot minute. Now, do we have 3D mode? We do have beautiful 3D mode, which is glorious. So do you think we should keep it simple to begin with? And what we're saying, I feel like dark mode here right now feels extra dark, or is it me? Too bright! Sunny, too bright right now, too bright. I think we should run our first line from the downtown area and take it directly to the airport. I think that will be a good first route to begin with. And then from that, we'll build off it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, this right now. So I can let you know the YouTube changed it to handles. Again? They changed it before, then they got rid of it, and they changed it again, which is hilarious. So let's start then around here. Let's find where the biggest demand is, which is going to be here. Now, I know, is for those who know about San Francisco, is it the BART system that runs through San Francisco? I actually have been on it multiple times, but I can't remember if it's San Francisco that has the BART system or whether it was another city in America that has the BART system. Seneca, we will need to watch out before sitting in the seats. Why? Also, no buffers will be eaten on this line. No buffers. Yes, BART is the Bay Area. I thought so. Now, I know it runs up this road here. So I don't know whether to kind of start there and allow them all to kind of work to it. Or what. I'm not too sure. I think that makes the most logical sense. It's also where the most workers are. So again, it does make the most sense. So I'm going to place my first station here. So build mode. So how do you make it where you can still see the demand? Is it a filter that I've got to enable? Did somebody say that I can kind of do that? We're going to build a station. Now, do I go quad station? I've never built a quad station in the game. Also, let me check the layers. So, minimum tunnel depth. Ooh, okay, we got some buildings here that do need to go quite deep, but we are working almost borderline on the surface. So, I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Bart, you mean Bart Simpson? You fool. Do I start with a 4 or a quad station? So maybe I could run multiple lines into this one. So I feel like this could be quite a busy one. How much does that cost me for a quad station? Okay. I might make all the lines coming down here, all the stations quad, and then they're all going to start splitting. Raf, we don't talk about your number, okay? We don't talk about your number right now. We don't talk about it, fool. We don't talk about it. Now, I think it's around here. I think it's around here somewhere. There's like a... Oh, actually, I'm not too sure where it could be. There's a hotel around here somewhere that I stayed at when I went to San Francisco. The Palace Hotel, I think it was called. Is it New Montgomery Street? Damn. I remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was 9 years ago. Right. I think then we'll do a station. Oh, no, I want to go quad. We're going to go quad down here. We're going to be super beastie. All right, build you there. Very good. There's a pin symbol and demand. Oh, that's what the pin's for. Oh, so pin that. And I can switch between workers. Yes, beautiful. And then build mode. Oh, absolutely. Thank you for that. Emperor Dizzy, thank you for that right now. That was absolutely beautiful right there. Right. We'll build the next one about there. So I'm going quad stations because I want to have the capacity to be able to run multiple lines into these. Can we talk about right now? Wait, can we talk about Saniac real quick on the all member stream though? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean talk about me, fool? What do you mean, Cry Rafiak? All right, boom. So these are nicely spaced. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. So nice little stop there for those workers. So you're looking around about here for another good stop, but I think we'll pull it just there. Right, this is going to be a good line already. This is going to be a good line already. No, it's shaking. Seniac is digging. I haven't dug any holes yet. I'm like Elon Musk right now with the Boring Company. Where's our last quad station going to be, you reckon? I'm not sure on that. Well, if I take that to there. Now, this is where at this point, I think that might be the last quad station I do. Because then at that point, we've got to figure out where stuff is then going to start running. Although, there'll be other lines that might come down here. Now, I'm thinking, and I don't think, now I look at it, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to go all the way to the airport. The cost of this is 600 million. I might be able to, but I might need to kind of build stuff as we progress. That might be the answer. I mean, the rage quit fault. No, shut up. We don't know. Shut up right now. I did not rage quit. Right, let's go quad between the quads. Shut up, Raf. I didn't rage quit on the member stream, okay? I don't know what you're talking about right now. Absolute lies. Absolute lies, guys. Don't listen to him. Right, there we go. And obviously, because that's going to be our end station, we'll add a crossover on it. Glorious, boys. That's a long line right there. Race! Appreciate it, Reese. How you doing, you damn fool? How are you doing right now, you damn folio? Cannot wait until we get Canadian, European, and Asian city maps. I would love that. I'm from Birmingham in the UK, so I love to build like an underground subway network in my own city. That would be so good. So good. You stole it, Fire Eater. Wait, what did Fire Eater stole? You did rage quit on Squid Game and you took the baby from Riff. I mean, on that game of Squid Game that we were playing on the member stream, when did Raf become a father? Let's talk about that, Raf. When did you become a father? You didn't tell nobody right now. You kept that one a secret, didn't you? Right. Right. Now, looking at the worker situation in the residents. Wait, is that not changing? Right, I think I found a bug straight away. Okay, the workers in residential was not changing. You're not going to be able to pick up much, but where's the next important area? Around about here. All right, so I'm looking at these. I'm looking at workers now. There's not really much going on for workers. You're mainly going to be picking up people with residential. So that line needs to kind of come down and then go diagonal this way. Oh, this is going to be so expensive. Do I just get this set up now and instantly start making some revenue? Because I can feel like this is going to be... I feel like we need to go a little bit further, though, before we do any of that. I feel like we do. 13 months, I'm good, thank you. Just finished work. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good, Reese. I ain't doing too bad right now. Have you been working hard or hardly working? No, I'm joking. I know you work too hard. Way too hard. Right, let me extend this a bit further. So let's figure out then where these stations go. So worker-wise, if we're following it in a straight line, I might use this here as the next station for the workers. So let me zoom right in. And we're going to go... This is a good question right now. Do I stick to quad stations or do I go singular? Now, we'll go singular at this point. We'll go... Actually, I don't know because that could be quite an important route coming down. I don't know. I mean, if I build the quads and I don't use them, wasted money. But if I don't build the quads and I need them, then I've wasted time. So you be the judge. Right, I'm going to build this. I'm going to build that there and follow this road down. So let's go residential. So a couple of stops just there. And then where does it meet? So it's got to come down here and follow this line down. So there's no other worker opportunities. There's a little one just there, which is where we're going to get it to run into. Okay, this is where we now need to go down. Okay, guys, this is where we now need to go down. So I need the minimum depth. So I'll do this at... We'll do it at a 14, which is the lowest in the low bracket required. So that should be okay for me. And if I ran like this, I can then run straight-ish to meet over there. There's no workers in that area. So it's then just a case of figuring out where we want. Oh, no. Better idea. I do one there. And then we do one here. And that's how we make our way down there. Guys, this is going to be so expensive. What's the cost right now? 1.8 billion. Right, I'm going to build this. And then we're going to get our first line up and running. Okay. And then we are going to start making some sweet, sweet cash money moolah. Right, so that would go into there. Right, I've learned from previous, right? We have to go like that. So now it's at a minus 14. And then like this, we're okay. So now we've kind of done that. This can all run in completely fine. No issues. Oh, apart from that building. Right, we can manage to just turn it there. So that might be like on... That might not be like low enough. And then add a crossover here. So that's going to be my first line. Okay. It's going to cost me 2.5 billion. That's pretty much spending all my money. This is probably a bad idea right now. This is probably a bad idea right now, but I'm going to build these blueprints. And we've officially got our first line in San. Beautiful. Look at that, boys. The Bay Area's never seen something so good right now, has it? It's never seen something so good. Right. It almost replicates what they've got in real life. Almost. 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 You need to start making money for your Air France to keep parking up at the... Right. I'm not French. I don't know who you've been talking to right now. I'm not French. All right, let's create our first line. So, new route. And I think we're going to go red. And do I just call it the red line? I'm going to call it the red line. It's just easier for me to remember what it does. Create that. And then selecting you, we're going to edit the route. And we'll start it there. No valid path? Pff, boy, what are you talking about right now? That's what I thought. Wait, what does it mean by no valid path there? Oh, wait, hold on. Is the quad tracks, is it the outer for light rail? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? The outer line is for light rail, right? Am I right in saying that? All right, boom. And then going back. So I like this because it all auto updates for you and reorganizes the numbers anyway. So you can't really, providing that you don't miss one, you can't really mess up the order because it auto does it for you. So start 0 there, 1, 2, then it goes all the way down, come back, 18, 19, and then starts at 1 again. All right, that's my first line in San Francisco. No, you choose if your tracks are light or heavy rail. I tried to put it on the outskirts, and it never let me did it. So can I not run? The air tracks aren't quad, can't be connected with crossovers. Wait, hold on. Are you telling me there's... Oh, you're correct. Great spot. Great spot. Wait, so can I not add a crossover on a quad? Can we not add a crossover on a quad? You gotta loop your outside lines? Oh, so you're telling me I can create like a nice little kind of a train loop? Is that what we're saying right now? That actually could be a good idea. That actually could be a good idea. I'm surprised we don't have the ability to do double slips. Here's what it is. Fine. You know, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. So let's get some trains on this. Now, what we're saying in terms of frequency. So I reckon we do 2 trains. Oh, snap. Let me buy some trains and realize we haven't even bought any yet. Let me buy $200 million worth of trains. Let's go 10 trains per cart. We'll go 2 low demand. No, yeah. 4 medium. 6 high. What do we all think about that? Could that work? Crossovers can only be made in the 2 inner lines. Got it. Saw that on the devs channel. Gotcha. I use the outer ones for express lines on busy routes. Gotcha. You can also probably make cross-platform transfers on quad tracks. Yeah, I think we can. I think we're just going to add like more tracks to it, right? That's kind of what we'll have to do. Right, if I press play, I've added the trains. Why is it not working? Have I missed something? Current trains 0, target trains 3. Why is there no trains? Have I done something wrong here? Have I missed a button for me to confirm it? Gonna send a DM soon, so stand by. Uh-oh. Have I accidentally missed something that I don't realize? Why is it not working? Guys, have I missed something here? I'm confused. You have broken it, lol. I think I actually have. I didn't confirm buying the trains. Well, how do I buy them? No, train purchases, 200. I did. I confirmed buying them. I've spent the money. Where's my trains? Where's my trains? Yoo-hoo! You know those trains I purchased? Can I have them, please? What happened there? The city of San Francisco is at standstill. There's some on the end stations. Nope. Nope. There is nothing working. I've got no little box at the bottom that says the trains that are currently running. They're on back order? No. They can't do this to me, guys. They can't do this to me right now. Have I encountered a bug or something? What if I save and reload the game? Right, save. San Fran. Maybe edit the route and confirm again. All right, let me resave first. Let me just resave this. And then reload it. So load San Fran save. Is it telling me to buy the trains again? You guys see that I made train purchases, right? You see that? I've just bought more. There is nothing else to build. See, I told you you still had 200k. Well, no. Because I now just made a purchase of 100k million. I've just purchased more trains. So where's my trains? I've now just bought more trains. Right, the whole point of running a train line right now is actually having trains. Click the train button at the bottom. Did I not buy trains? 0 cars in service, 100 cars owned. You see that, right? Like, I'm not going crazy, right? You see that? You guys see that, right? Redo the line. You reckon it's a line issue? Cannot read properties, undefined reading ID. Right, we'll get rid of it. We'll delete it. We'll start again. I'm just going to call it red. Just in case. Heavy metro. Right, do you reckon that was the issue? Do you reckon there's like an issue with the line itself? Alright, let's try again. We'll start again, boys. We'll start again. I've never had that before. I don't know what it is. But then again, I've never used these quad lines, so I don't know whether I'm doing something wrong with them. Or whether the game is just having a moment. I mean, we all have those moments, guys. I have them at least 5 times a day. You know when you walk into a room and you don't know what you walked in there for? It's one of those moments. Right, I've made the line. Confirm changes. Very good. Trains. Right, I've put at least 1 on all of them. Oh! Okay, there we go. It works. It now works. Turns out, boys, all we had to do was redo the line. Right, let's get the right amount of trains on this then. Right, let me redo this. It's finally working. I don't know what was wrong, but redoing it did fix it. Let's go. Let's go. So, 1 train on low demand seems to be at the moment okay, but I don't... No, it's not okay. Oh no, we're in a different demand now, aren't we? So, from 6 in the morning, it's high. So I'll get a second one on the go. It's now, what, is this now medium demand time? From 10? It is. So what do you reckon the right amount of trains would be right now? Do you reckon that's enough? The going bankrupt line. Listen, I'm making money right now, so shush. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Charles. We're now officially making a few pennies. 1 train and low demand is more than enough? Yeah, I think so. We'll have to add more to the high demand, right? So, it's 2 a.m., which falls under the low demand. Medium demand starts up between 4 and 6. So let's just wait for medium demand to kick in right now. So 4 and 6 is medium demand. Just watching the capacity of that train. I think maybe 1 train. Oh, ooh, we got close there. I could quite easily keep it to 1 train, but like make it 10 cars per train. Let's do that. Right, I've made it 10 cars per train. So now we're in high demand mode. And I think 2 on high demand might be okay. There's a moment there where it got a little bit tasty. But I think we're okay, right? Would you say 211 at this moment in time is okay? I tend to ignore short peak capacity when I start seeing multiple warnings. That's also a good point. Adjust it when you get the issues. Because as soon as I start adding more lines to this, it's just going to get more and more crazy. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, you sent a video? Okay, I'll check it out a little bit later. Don't worry. Get ready for the scaries tomorrow. Crazy. You can't even do scaries. I don't know what you're talking about right now. But yeah, I think we're okay there then. So I think it's now just a case of we'll slowly start adding to all of this. And then that's when it will start to get a little bit busier. So I'm thinking. It's dangerous when I start thinking, but I'm thinking it would be pretty cool to build a loop. But I'm not going to. We'll start with some lines coming downwards. That will make their way down, give us greater coverage. So let me view the demand stats right now. You can now start to see we're now transiting. 1% of the population is using my transit system. Nice. Let me get back on that again. So workers, very good. Residents. I reckon we come down. I reckon we cross on this Market Street station. Now, I got two options. I could save myself not building a station underneath by allowing the line to merge in and then merge out.
At John Heap GRRR.
Let's go, John. Let's go right now.
Has become a fool.
Let's go right now, fool. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, you fool. Appreciate it right now. Right. Do you reckon I should kind of just come off the line and then come off the line that way? As opposed to building a station underneath it. My only issue and concern would be is, can I get the bend to not destroy any of the buildings? That's probably where I should have now built this minus 14. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I might make it run up in the center here. And then merge in there. And then merge out of it to come down. So merge it to go up here. So let me see if I can do that. Let me go build tracks. We're going to go parallel. So if I was to... Oh, this is going to be a really difficult one now, isn't it? So I'm going to go minus 5. And I'm just going to put this just... here. Right, this is all blueprints. I'm not committing to anything. So how do I attach to this? Wait, hold on. Can I attach to this? Or have I got to do a quad? Or do I need to do a crossover? How do I attach to the line? Because there's no way to do it there. When dealing with quad tracks, it can be easier to use single lines from quad then to parallel. Right, okay. So, because of that then, is it easier for me to do this? And then go like that? I mean, that works. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. But that works, right? I could do it. I could even do it like that, but you're saying I could also... Oh. See, that adds a whole different world onto it. But that works, right? It's an easier option, but it's not the beautiful option, is it? No. Okay, we'll roll with that for a second. We'll roll with that. So I want to now also be able to connect to here. So the quad... So the quad will go like this. It's ugly. Please use single tracks. How can I use single Oh, hold on. Oh, on right now. Okay, right now. When you said use single tracks, in my head, parallel was single tracks. What's going on, HP? Okay, in my head, I was thinking, because that was quad. I don't know why I thought parallel was single. Hold on. Right, where's the delete button? Where's the delete button? Delete tracks. So let me attempt this with. I've never done this before. This is completely different for me. Ooh. Now, do I make it go on the inside? So how do I do this? Ooh. So that means I'm able to pick and choose, right? That means I'm able to pick and choose what kind of track I want it to go on. Right, it's going to have to be the middle one, unfortunately. I mean, I could do the outer, but I'm going to keep it on the middle one. If I go outside, if I did the outside, then how do I get them from there? Do I just keep it on the outside there? Because I can build tracks. Do I just keep it on the outside for this? Do I just keep it on the outside like that? Oh, this is wild. I'd never thought about doing it like
Your boy's
this.
got that cash money moolah.
You guys are giving me some
At the
ideas right now.
_chill 808 donated $5. US track direction goes up, down. So each rail is like a one-way road. You have to hook up single tracks with that in mind.
I get it now. I appreciate that. I kind of get it now. So, because in my head, I'm going to be real. I'm playing the game as if I was playing City Skylines or Transport Fever 2. I got to get rid of that right now because this is a lot more in-depth than I realized. So, okay, right. Do you approve of this? Do you approve of this? Because it means I can use the outer station for that. Have I... Wait. Am I in pause mode? Why is my game paused? Is it because I'm building? No, I don't approve. I'm building the blueprints anyway. So that's a nice little turn. Oh! Did I do a thing? Yes, but flyover switches would be nicer. How do I do flyover switches? Tell me more. Tell me more. You did a thing. I definitely did a thing, right? I definitely did a thing. Change the depth. Ah. Right. That's a little bit too complicated for me, okay? It's a little bit too complicated for me. Right, let's add some stations in. So let me get the demand. Right, now I've literally, guys, now I've learned this on the stream. Get ready for some changes in my New York series. Now I've learned that, I feel like I want to delete everything in my New York series and start again. What have you done, guys? What have you done to me right now? Right, we're going to pin that. This is all about residents, this one. This is all about residents. So build stations. And we'll build this one. Just go in there. Then we'll move it up. We'll do this one. There. Right, I gotta be careful because I will run out of money pretty quickly. So I'm on 150 million right now. Right, I've lost the demand. Viewing residential. So we could go then about there just to kind of pick people up in this vicinity. And then we're on the way to Fisherman's Wharf is just here. So we'll do one last one to end it there. And then that will do me. That will do me. And then I'll try and do one station over here somewhere, just to kind of give it somewhere to go. Make it loop. Ooh! Don't give me ideas, okay? Don't give me ideas like that. Cross your fingers, you can afford that. I'm scared to do... I mean, I can afford this, but I won't be able to afford placing down all the rail tracks right now. So I'm going to commit to that build. Okay. And then we'll get the tracks all up and running. What's going on, Concord? How you doing? How you doing? Right, so there to there. Okay, I can't afford this at the moment, but let's just see how far I can take all this. And then... Bam, 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 bam. Right, that runs to there, and that's our final stop there. Oh, this is beautiful. So how much is that going to cost me? Pff, chump change. Chump change right now. So I got to add the crossover in. There we go. So committing to that build is 104 million. Okay, we'll come back to that. We will come back to it. So what I'll do is I'll look towards upping the price. We'll make it $4. And we're making operational profit right now. Let me change this to daily. So we're making, okay, almost 50 million a day. We should then make over 50 million a day once I am now getting the new ticket price money. So it shouldn't take me long to get in the money. I'm literally, guys, right? I'm so impressed with how I've done that bit there. I'm so impressed with that. I need you all to realize right now, I feel like I did a thing here, okay? I felt like I did a thing right here, right now. Look at that beauty. You're probably thinking, Soniac, that is the most basic thing ever you can do in a game right now. No, I did a thing, okay? You know, be happy for me. So, it's completely changed my whole outlook. It's completely changed my whole outlook right now on the game. As Nick, I have paid my cheese tax now. I wait for the plushie. Damn. That cheese tax hitting everybody right now. That cheese tax hitting everybody right now. Right. I'm just asking Seniac to cook French fries. I mean, French fries aren't even French. They're from Belgium. So, yeah. Right, do I commit to the additional station going down while I wait for that additional money to come in? Let me just see. Where are we going to be running the peeps? Now, there's not really any jobs that are dotted around. So, if I can get it to run down here, that would be fine. So, I'm just going to stick a station there. It means committing to spending more money. I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, but Belgian fries doesn't have that feeling when you say it. Only because you're used to it, though. I mean, why did they call them French fries anyway? Could they not call them... I mean, what would sound like a really weird name for French fries if they never picked the word French? German fries? British fries? See, British fries don't even sound right, does it? Irish fries. That almost has a nice little twang to it. Albanian fries. Nah. I think French fries was the right one, but you know, it's just say it would say just fries. No. No. They're French fries. I mean, actually, you're asking the wrong person. I'm British. They're called chips. But that's a whole different argument, okay? That's a whole different argument right there. Potato sticks. Potato swords. Potato javelins. Right, I'm ready for this. I am ready for this. Right. So we've got the 8% anyway. I want to see how the routes got. 50,000 people are using the routes. That's kind of wild to even think with how minimal the trains we have. Let me check money. So our operational profit has definitely increased since we upped the price. I might do it a little bit more. I'm going to be greedy and say $5. $5. Actually, you have Flemish fries. What is from Belgium? You are also American, so potato crisp. Yes, I did. Yes, that is also true. I'm American. I forgot about that part. Like often, I was born in America, even though I sound like a British man. Fish and chips is peak. It is good. It is good. I often forget I am an American, even though I sound like a British man. Right. What did we need then to commit to this build? We needed, the cost was 104 million, which we're not that far off. What I'll do is I'll build this. We'll set up a line, get the train running, so we're earning some revenue, and then I'll slowly pay for the expansions off this line. Yes, your head too big for. Can you make it smaller? No. Okay, now it's smaller. I moved backwards a bit. I would never have known you were American. No, not many people do. I was born in Hoboken, New Jersey, and then at the age of 28 days, my parents moved me to the UK, and I've been here ever since. So my spawn point was in New Jersey, and I was there for 28 days. Right. Have dual citizenship and everything. Right, we've built that line, so I won't do the extensions. I won't do the extensions yet. We'll get the line all set up first. So, new line. Now, I'm going to let you guys pick a color. Pick a color in the chat right now. Pick a color in the chat. What are we saying? Do we make this second line yellow, green, blue? Blue? You still got plenty of plushie? Yes, Iceman. Mouse says pink. Moon says orange. Mohammed says yellow. Just a Noob says orange. Iceman says blue. Crazy wants the color of his own hair, grey. There's a lot of yellow and a lot of orange. So we're going to go yellow. We'll go yellow, boys. Call it the yellow line. Yellow line. Create. So let's edit the route then. And we'll go from here, going down. No valid path. I know why. Because I haven't added the Chrissy Crossy. Right. Discard changes. Right, I'm going to have to add a Chrissy Crossy here. I completely forgot about the Chrissy Crossy. What a fool. Right, Chrissy Crossy. Bam. How much does a Chrissy Crossy cost? 15 million. What a ripoff, boys. What? Oh, wait, hold on. It doesn't go there. I've just spent money for no reason. It doesn't go there. I can't. I want a refund. Okay, I'm going to have to commit to the next station. Just for the Chrissy Crossy. Right, we're going to build it here. You have to use single tracks. I know, but I'm just going to do it here. I forgot about that. Literally, I learned a lesson, then instantly forgot it. And then, because we're going to bring it down here anyway, so they'll do the Chrissy Crossy. They'll do the Chrissy Crossy there. But that means I need a... What? How is that 107 million? How is that 107 million? And we were doing so good. We were doing so good. We were doing so good. Will the stream be available as a VOD for non-members also? Yes. As soon as the stream is ended, it will instantly be turned to a video and you'll be instantly able to watch it. Inflation is crazy these days. It is. That there, 107. This, 104. Bearing in mind, minus the stations because they were already built. I just feel like I'm getting scammed. That's what it feels like right now. I just feel like I'm getting scammed. Right, how much are we making on the old daily? 60 million operational profit a day from upping the ticket prices. Sorry, guys, but I gotta up them prices again. 750.
Underscore chill 808 has become a fool.
Let's go chill. Appreciate it right now. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to being an official foolio. You fool. Right, I'm upping it to $7.50. I'm scamming people out here, boys, just to get some more money coming in. You think this is going to pay for itself? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Nice. I'm really enjoying the game. And you're the only Let's Play that's doing professional vids of this game. Really? Damn, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I really do. I've learned some interesting stuff today. I've learned this. I've learned quad and how I can connect to a quad with single lines. So expect me to implement that in my New York series. Beautiful. Right. I wish I never went so expensive so quick. Route ridership. So we've reduced the amount of people now riding on the line by upping the ticket price. Make of that as you will. Make of that as you will. Enjoying the game too much. Have you played around with quads? Wait, right on cue. Yes. This was my literal first attempt. What you're in this stream right now, this is my first attempt of it. And I don't think I did too shabby. So it's worked out really well. Right. So I think maybe increasing the prices maybe slightly hindered me. I don't think I'm going to be making as much money as before. If the fare price is higher than the driving costs, nobody will use the line. You can drive the price by clicking the demand bubble. The demand bubble? What do you mean the demand bubble? Like here? What? Let me take a look at this, boys. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Now, obviously, some of them will drive because I'm not actually commuting them there. Technological advances made. Yes. Absolutely right there. Absolutely right there. I'm still charging way too much anyway, so I'm going to reduce it. I mean, it's one way to reduce the demand on your routes. Charge more money. Charge double the price and carry half the passengers and still have capacity. It doesn't work like that, but you know what I mean. Right, have we got 107 million yet? We've got 100 million, so I'm very close to committing and building my second line. Let's go. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Right, we've got the money. We can commit to the build. And we can officially build the yellow line. So, edit the route. Right, straight down. I can use the outer stop right now, which is amazing. And then coming back on the outer stop there. Well, that's all done. Trains, obviously, a 1, a 1. And I'm going to be real with you. I think a high demand's only going to be a 1 as well. Have I got the same issue again? Has the same issue just happened? Has that same bug just happened to me? Edit. Has he got... Something ain't right here, boys. Something ain't right. Confirm. Trains 111. No, there we go. I think I forgot to press confirm, didn't I? Right, we're now working with the trains. So, if I go slower mode, you can see the red trains coming through. Off it goes. Where's the yellow train? We just missed it. Oh, that's glorious. That is absolutely glorious right there. Right, I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with how that's now turned out. So, the ridership routes, you can now see the people who are going to be using these lines. Give it time for it to build up. Now we know what happens when you touch the red bubbles. Ooh, let's see the red bubbles now. Red bubbles. So, it shows you where they want to go. And I'm not really going where they want to go. You know what I mean? So this green one, they want to go around here. There's a few spots that they can't get to. But I kind of cover all the aspects there, so that's kind of good for them. But it just helps you understand where the red bubble's walking around. Oh, look at them now. They're going to the yellow line. So we've got to make that yellow line go a bit further down to kind of get it away from the red line, because people around here could... People up here could walk to these stations and not need to then go on the yellow line. So we got to give the yellow line a little bit more oomph, a little bit more reason for them to use it. But other than that, that's not too bad. I'm actually quite happy with how that's kind of turned out. Clicking the individual pop group is how you know where they want to go. I know, I've literally just done that. Literally just done that by clicking on this one. I said, we're not going anywhere, they're going. But if I can make that yellow line maybe come down and come to this bubble here, then we're kind of covering that gap there. But that's really all it is. That's really all it is. That's the only red one there within this vicinity. Yes! There's a function in the game. It shows you how deep the buildings are. Yes, that is here, the minimum building depth. So all the green ones are 10 to 14. And then we got a couple up here that are a little bit deeper. Really helpful, that is. Super helpful. Right, so we've got to extend it a bit further then. But building stations is expensive. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. I'm sad it's not on Steam. Why? You can still play it. Doesn't have to be on Steam. You just buy the game. Right, demand stats. So we're going to come down. I don't think there's not really any work as we're kind of picking up. So we'll stop around here. About there. We'll stop around there. And then we're going to have to start going deeper because we're going to have to do some type of turn to come down this way. So if I leave that on, and we go ahead and start planning it all out. Appreciate it. You're enjoying my videos from Argentina. Thank you so much. Steam is more chill for updates workshop, and it has cloud saves. Does this not have cloud saves? Overwrite. No, you got to export the save. Okay, fair enough. But this game has really easy updates. When you load the game up, it says there's an update, and you just press OK, and it updates automatically. I haven't really found any issues with this. Right, so where are we going with this anyway, by the way? So I'm going to have a station there for this area. And then we're going to have a station in the middle, which I'm going to put there. So that's 150 million, right? Just on 2 stations? Yes. So that's a bit of dollar bills already. Build the tracks. Now, of course, we'll only do it in 2 stages. We're going to add a crossover just there. And that's going to cost me 229 million. To do a 2-station extension. What? Can you get loans in the game? Yo, can I borrow like, you know, a couple $1 million? I don't think you can you? I don't think you can. Damn. Where can you get this game? Just search Subway Builder. You got to buy it from their website. You said the game, isn't it? Someone told me the reason they've only got US cities, and I don't know if this is true, so correct me on this one. But someone told me it's because the US has more open data on their cities, that they're able to kind of create the cities in the game for the US. I don't know how true that is. Have you figured out the other cool things you can see from the hamburger menu, top right corner? Yes. Yes, I've discovered it all. I've discovered it all. The minimal tunnel depth, that's my favorite one. We got the track speed and things. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It brings a tear to your eye. Right, 200 million. Holy moly. I'm now seeing how lucky I am in the New York series that I'm doing. With the amount of people that I can transport, I make a lot more money. It's just such a populated city, New York. I'm able to make a lot more money faster. It's crazy. Do 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 do. Right. How much did we need again? Damn. Smaller cities are much harder, yes. If you click the bubble, then one of the bars underneath where it says residence, you have a lot more information. Ooh, let's take a look. So let's pick this green one. And then click the bars underneath. Ooh, it shows you where they want to go. So they're half and half wherever they want to walk or drive, but they will not use public transport. And I kind of get it, because they would have to, like, say they went to this station, they're going to then go down to swap over to then go back up. I get it for those ones. Now, can I find one that is pretty good? So from there to... Okay, you wouldn't do any of that. Let me see one that actually is favorable in my favor. Yeah, they're going to walk there. That's a given. So I need one that's more blue. Oh, there's a blue one. So they're more likely to use my transit system. So they walk up. What does this mean here? So they're wanting to get from... Okay, so they're going to just literally hop on the train there all the way to there. That's perfect for them. That is perfect for them. Not bad. Not bad. What about down here, though? So, blue. Oh, these are 100%. So they want to go to there. Yeah, of course. Use public transport. That's completely wild, isn't it? It really is. It really is. Right. We're on the way to having enough money. What's going on, Money Cash? I like the challenge with the other cities. Yeah, I didn't realize there was going to be such a dramatic difference between the cities. I didn't realize that. So, I'm trying to think, what's the smallest population city in the game right now? That's actually a good point. Imagine trying to create something expansive for like the smallest city in the game. I think the handles breaks my main account. Oh, I think it might. Oh, is it having that same issue, Money Cash, where you don't appear in the chat because when it's on handles? Have you seen my last message? Have you played any adventurous games? What does that mean? What does that mean? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. It's not just size, but also density. That's what I mean. The smallest city in the game in terms of population. In a city like this, I would recommend using light rail instead of heavy metro. That's a good point. It's because I'm still in New York mode. I'm still in New York mode right now. Detroit isn't the least populated, but it's difficult to start because of how spread out people are. Oh, very good. I'm trying to remember what the other cities in the games were. I'd love to do my own hometown. That would be so hilarious. Right, the 2-station expansion will soon be underway. Games you go on an adventure, like Red Dead Redemption. Why is the chat in handle mode? I don't know. YouTube's having a moment. YouTube is having a moment. Right, so how much did I need to do this? It was... Oh, 229. Fine. Fine. So we might be able to pick up a few more people in that yellow line. As we're reaching a few more little populated areas. Not bad. Unfortunately, if you send it, you cannot do your hometown because there aren't any French cities yet. But technically I can. I'm doing my hometown right now in my series. Lol. Well, not technically. But yes. I can create a line to Hoboken. Would you recommend the game and why? Yes. Because it's good. Now, it's pretty good. If you like creating lines, this game makes you think. So, for that reason, it doesn't seem like sophisticated on first glance, but the more you play it, the more you realize it slightly is. And every time I play it, I'm learning something new. So, people down here, like these people here, you can't understand where they want to go. Ooh, that's a long journey for those fools right now. Yeah, they're not going to use my public transport system. These guys will. Okay, go. They will. That will be almost 100%. They will use it. 199 commuters. They will. So this extensions is pretty vital for a lot of them. Not so much there. And they will as well. So yeah, there's going to be a fair few new people joining on the yellow line once I can build it, which I can now afford to do it. How much does it cost? I do think it's pretty pricey. It's a bit pricey at the moment, but you're getting in on the ground floor, so Build the blueprints. Boom. Right, let's extend the yellow line. So, edit the routes. Bam. 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 I like this, how you can add the stations on and it auto-adjusts and understands what order it needs to be in. I kind of love that. Confirm changes. And go. So it might mean, I'm not saying it will, but could it potentially put pressure on my trains to where I might need an extra train in the high demand? I don't know if it's enough riders on that yellow line. I'm not sure. But I don't know whether to add no, I'm not going to add an extra train. Ooh, I seen an 800 there. I seen an 800 right there. But I think it's still underutilized right now until we give them more reasons to go places. We'll wait till we get the message pop up anyway. We'll wait for that anyway. Right. Beautiful line connections. Very good, very good, very good. So now we need to figure out where the next best place to go would be. So route riderships, and we've heavily increased the amount on the yellow line, which is amazing. So extending the yellow line would be good. Right, the airport's a little bit far away for the workers yet. I won't be able to afford to go that far. But maybe we should start thinking about trying to transport more people to some of the working areas. Now, a red line extension over into Oakland would be amazing. There's a couple of working places here. Now, I wonder if... So where would these people here want to go? They want to go down to there. So that was... I mean, if I can get that onto the line and then do a yellow line expansion, that works. There to there. Fair enough. Ooh, okay. We don't extend that far in the red line. There to there, which is pretty close by. So that's looking like a red line extension. But it's too expensive for me at the moment to kind of think about that. Too expensive. Oof, 23 megas at frequency is so bad. I can't afford to run a second train yet. Can't afford to run a second train yet. Because there's not enough demand. So they have to put up with not enough frequency. Couldn't you do like a light rail shuttle on your main line for areas close to your lines with high demand? No, because the train line's set up for heavy metro. I'm not sure if it kind of works like that. Because you can't pick and choose trains. You've got two. You've got heavy or light. And then when you build tracks, you either build heavy or light. I'm excited for the international cities planned for the end of the year. Ooh. Last message. What happened to the Godfall Road videos? It's because I've been too busy with trying to sort this Farming Simulator 2 game out. I haven't had the time, but hoping to try and do at least one next week. Yeah, but the light rail can do local shuttle and they can transfer. I don't think, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but if I built a route, for example, so when you build a route and create it, it's already determined what it is by the lines. So if I was now add the stuff onto this, so if I stations, edit the route, because I pull it going back and forth, for example, on the heavy lines, I think the train defaults to heavy metro. Can I switch to light? It's giving me the option to switch it. So I think that actually... Do you know what? I think actually that might work. Oh, no, it didn't. Hold on. Light. Can light metro run on the heavy metro lines? I'm not 100% sure if that is a thing. I can switch it, but it doesn't allow me to switch it. Can anyone confirm that? Is anyone able to confirm if light metro trains... No, it can't. There you go. There's your answer, Money Cash. You can't run light trains on heavy rail in the game. So that's why you can't do it. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. But this game's so early access right now. Yes. I think you need light rail tracks, but if you're building a new line, then do it. No, I'm not gonna build light rail. I'm gonna keep it all to subway. There's no point me building light rail at the moment. Also, I don't have the money to do anything, so for me to commit to a new line, I'm gonna need $500 million. It's just cheaper to extend off the existing lines at the moment. You can actually make light rail loops at the end of the yellow. I could do, yeah, that is also a potential and a possibility. And you could build new metro lines. I could do, but there's no point if I'm extending the existing line. Maybe in smaller, unpopulated areas, yes. Like if I was wanting to do it, let me check the demand stats. Like I know the population starts to fizzle out around here. So you wouldn't need a metro there. Light rail, perfect. It's like, because this is the populous area down here. You do all your subway stuff. And then as you kind of fizzle out, you could do like a nice little hub where you transition from the metro to the light rail. And then maybe it picks back up again. But this Bay Area is not really that populated. So outside of the peninsula of San Francisco, you wouldn't really want to do any metro further than that. So outside, yes, but as I work on the downtown areas, I'm going to keep it to all subway. Bum 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 bum. I forgot about Honolulu. They would probably be the hardest. Wait, Honolulu's in the game? Is that real? I mean, that's a pure light rail map if that's the case. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-bum-ba-bum, bum-bum. Right, we do almost have enough money to do a 2-train stop expansion. So they're all good. Wouldn't take them further. I could take the red line further because we did spot that there was stuff going on. But I feel like we need... Let me go demand. So workers are over here who are underutilized. Oh, that's far. That is far right there. You can even not extend for now and make separate line where you join the airport. I could do, yes. There's a lot of ways we could actually kind of go about doing it. Let me go residents again. Get rid of you for a second. So residents. There's a nice little population down here. And again, that's where I was planning to extend the yellow line down into. I was planning to extend that into there. Oh, there's a worker section just here as well. Now look at that. There's a lot of people over here, residential, that live there. Could potentially want to work here. Could we incorporate another line? Now, because the red line's super busy, there's nothing stopping me running a secondary line that starts there, that comes down, and then turns off. Because eventually it'll be nice to have both of those lines go over into Oakland. Kind of like what it does in real life. Split the yellow line. Yeah, again, and that's another good point. I could also have a line that starts there and then comes down here. And where the yellow line goes to the left, that line could go straight on or turn to the right. It's also a possibility. Because there's so many workers over there. It's such a huge populous area for workers. It'll be nice to have multiple routes kind of terminate there. So why don't we look at trying to do something with the yellow line in terms of splitting. So workers, one's going to turn to go this way, which we could kind of pick up from there. So I could come down there, run this all the way around like that. And maybe then kind of crosses that station. And then comes to... Where's the zoo? Is the zoo here? Or is it down here? I can't remember. I'm sure it was... In my head, the zoo's around there. You wouldn't need a subway line to a zoo. But, because it's completely dead around here. You don't really need that much going on. So I can kind of make that come down to there. And maybe connect to have that stop there. So you can kind of go this way. There's a possibility where you can kind of combine this stuff. Residents. So I'm going to... Because I'm trying to save money and I don't want to build under the buildings. It's more expensive to build under the buildings. So we have to make them walk to a stop here. So let's build a station. And let's go there. I forgot to pin the stats. So I think we'll do a station just there. A station around here as it leads all the way over. Because I'm trying to pick this radius here. Trying to stay on the road because it's the cheaper place to build. Oh, that's not a station. So I'm just going to run it like that. And then the other one was going to go there. So I'm just going to commit to those three. And get that yellow line to come down. And then connect it in to pick up people there. But then we're going to have another additional line that comes down this way. Coming down. That will either go straight ahead or turn to and go this way. So you get the best of both worlds and they all terminate in the most popular worker area that there is. So yeah, I do like the idea of splitting up that yellow line. It does make quite a bit of sense. So just building those alone are 225 million. It is about to get a whole lot more expensive. So build tracks. Now, at what point does it become... So at -2... No, okay, you can't do it at -2. We'll just leave it on -5. Right, there we go. Right, these are long lines, so it's going to be quite expensive. Can you do elevated? Yes, you can. You can do elevated. So if you wanted to build in Detroit, you could do a complete elevated section. The only issue is with the elevated, you have the opposite effect. So where in the game you have the minimum depth, so it shows you all the buildings and their minimum depth. So because these are green, it means you have to have a minimum depth of either 10 to 14 around these buildings. So you can only build under them at 10 and 14 and below. Some buildings are a little bit deeper. You got to go deeper to go underneath them. It's not too bad in San Francisco. There was more trouble in my New York series. But if you go through them and you contact with them, you've got to then pay to delete them, which they can be quite expensive. But then you have the same. But the difference with underground is obviously you can completely bypass areas where if you go above ground, it's harder to kind of cut a corner and bypass through. Unless you build higher than the buildings. So I don't think it would work in New York City. But like smaller, low density buildings that are not as tall, you'll be fine. But yeah, you can build above ground. Right, because I've now got to do the turn here, I've now got to do that issue with going underneath. So let's go to I'm going to go to the full 14. So I'm going to do it like that. No, I can't. I've got to get the sloping. So this is the only downside to this. Right, this might look a bit weird. So it caps their speed to 40, which I don't mind. It's for me to get the bend in, and the elevation change means I've got to do that little wiggly S, which works out in the long run. But that would have really upped my costs. 400 I need to stop spending. Is it very cheaper because it would be in real life? Yes. When you build, if I show you here, look, when you build tracks, you can see that I've gone down to -14, which means my costs for building it are going to be ×2. So if I increase that, a deep bore is 4.5 times the normal cost. And I want to see how, I want to see how low we can actually go. What's 100? I'm going to the center of the earth at this point. Okay, so you can't go any further than that. So if I go 0. So, elevated. Ooh. So you can go up to 15 meters. So the costs for elevation are 0.8% cheaper than normal. So they're almost you're almost getting it half price. You're not far off paying half the price for building elevated. Right, I want to build down to there, but I'm not going to because of the price of it. So we'll leave it like that. Very interesting, boys. 100 meters up into the sky. Sky train. Seems like a reasonable figure to at least consider. It is, yeah. I would love to try and do like a city. Like completely all elevated. I don't think this game shows you, though, the elevation of the building. So it tells us the minimal tunnel depth. But I don't think it visualizes the height of the building. So, like, you don't know how high you've got to build over them. There should be like another one that says like building height. I mean, in theory, what you could do is just zoom in like this, and you can kind of see the buildings that way. Right, everyone close your eyes right now. I'm going to go light mode. It's a bit better. It's a bit easier to see the height of the building, but you can kind of figure it out that way. But it'd be nice to have like a map visual overview that shows you the heights of buildings. So you can just plan from this view. You can go, oh yeah, perfect. I can run from there to there, completely elevated by 10 meters. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. I put dark mode back on now. I'd assume you just stick to the roads and do Chicago style. You could do, yeah. I mean, there's two ways to play this game. You get some people who just want to recreate the actual real life, transport systems, and some people who just want to make it up as they go along. I'm one of those persons. Light mode is looking less and less ugly. I mean, I prefer light mode. I'm not even going to lie. I prefer light mode. But everybody who watches my videos doesn't prefer light mode. They hate it. Everyone gets triggered. But I prefer light mode. But I play in dark mode because everyone says, Zeniac, put dark mode on. Someone left a comment saying, Zeniac, when you changed the light mode for that 1 second, it was like getting flashbanged. But yes, very interesting. It is like playing in Google Maps, isn't it? It is like Google Maps style. Right, let me go back to dark mode anyway. So let me see. The route riderships. Without doing anything else, really, we've increased on the go. How much profit are we turning a day? So we have an operational profit of 73 million a day. Now, if I up the ticket prices, I will make more money, but you get less people on the trains on your network. Right, so the red line right now, just watching that train. We have gone for a bigger capacity on the red line over adding an additional train on. There, my eye is getting gizmoed. Paul, you have been, have you been, I've missed most of the live, I believe. Yes, Tyler. Don't worry though, you can watch it back after if you want to catch up. Do 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 do. Please, for the love of God, dark mode. That's what I mean. That's why every comment on my videos are like, put dark mode back on. Right, this is quite expensive, by the way, to commit to this build. I need 433 million. So we're making 70 odd million. So we're just over a day away. It's currently 3 a.m. in the morning, so this is where we make the least amount of cash. This is where we make the least amount of cash. So money will roll back in just a minute anyway. It's quite relaxing, this game is. It is quite relaxing. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Will there be member rec? It'll probably be next week now because I'm a little bit too busy at the moment on doing this Farming Simulator 2 testing. But I'm gonna try and get at least one done for next week. Do we don't get subvention? I mean, like a subsidiary payment kind of thing. We actually don't know. I mean, this game's in beta, so with each update the dev brings out, you never know what we're gonna get. But it would be nice to get, like, you know, a subsidy payment of some sorts. I have to if I lose light mode or I'm cooked. Oh no. Oh no. Bam 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 bam. Salt Lake City is actually lower pop and density than to Honolulu. Really? Oh, we've got a warning. Oh, we had a warning for that second there. We don't get to see what it was, do we? Which means my routes are now getting a little bit busier. So one of my trains would have been at capacity. Which is exciting news, because it means more people are deciding to start using it. But it means I could also add another train. Improve the frequency. Get a few more passengers on. So turn light mode on, it's better. Nah, there's more people that don't want it on. So you're not going to win this argument. Salt Lake City is the lowest out of all the available cities to play on both metrics. Ooh, that's really interesting. Now, does Salt Lake City have like a underground metro system, or is there rail above ground in real life? For the red and blue pop bars, you can see how much they pay to drive and how long it takes them to drive versus taking your transit. Yeah, that's I do like it. I do love that. So let's pick these guys here, for example. So If I pick this one, so a lot of people pick this one because a lot of people do drive. So it takes them 40 minutes, right, to do their destination versus driving takes less than 10 minutes. Now, why is that? I'll tell you why that is. Because they've got to switch if they're going from there to there and then walk. Or I could actually create a line now that goes from there up and then terminates up there. Do you know what? Let's actually see that. I want to see what would happen if I did that. Just out of curiosity. Because I'm going to have that line do it anyway, but I want to see what would happen if I do it now. So I'll make this the green line. Green line. And edit the route. So this is the one that's going to eventually split and go in a different direction. Now, it is important that we do get... Oh, this is the question now. So, I don't think this is going to work because I just realized I don't have... Right, why can't I see the train tracks? What's going on here? Have I got like a visual glitch again? Why can we not see the train lines now? Have I turned something off? Yeah, I did. I turned tracks off. You fool. So if they came in onto there, I would need them to be on the middle section. So I'm going to have to kind of create something that allows them to merge in. Let's see what we can do. So on the single, I could do that, although it's not amazing. Or I could do that before the station. And that's just to allow them to use the middle platforms to then go back on the outer lines. To then go up there and vice versa back. But it means I've got to commit to the blueprints. It's not amazing, but it will do the job without spending any more money than I need to spend right now. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Dum 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 dum. Oh, I'm at 0 meters depth. Let me undo. Undo. Did that affect what I was just doing? Wait, is this not going to work now? No, it doesn't affect it, does it? Good spot on that. Good spot. That would have been bad news. Right, build blueprints. So I've built all the blueprints then. So before I actually extend the yellow line, let me just finalize this green line extension. So edit the route. So we've got to do it again. So this green line will eventually turn off and go in a different direction. It then... Oh, I've got to do the crissy-crossy... No, I've got the crissy-crossy at the end. Valid... Wait, hold up. They can't do that? They should be able to merge into that. Why can't they now do that? Right, cancel edit. Let me edit. Let me start from over this side. Right, they should be able to do that turn. Right, am I missing something here? Why are they not able to make that turn? Is it kind of broken, do you reckon? It should be able to come into the middle, then use that to turn to go out. to make its way down here. No valid path? So are those not actually connected? Alright, delete tracks. Could we say that they're not connected? I'm running up and down directions. So how do I make it not do that then? Let me build these tracks back in. So build the blueprints. So what am I doing wrong there with the line? Bum 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 bum. Edit the route. 2 3 1 3 1. What? So if I do that, then am I able to incorporate that? No. No. Top line is left, second, and line is right, third line is bottom, line right. That made no sense. What's wrong with using the outer tracks? Well, either way, I've got to make them... I mean, I could use the outer tracks. I could do. There's nothing stopping me doing that. But I'm trying to learn the scenario before I do anything. I'm trying to learn the scenario first. Top line is left, second. You have built too... Oh, I've built too far beyond... Is that what it is? So in this situation, I couldn't do this then. See, this is why we do this, guys. This is why you should attempt to do things. Because it allows you to learn and understand the game. So you're saying... Because obviously you can add a crisscross point in. The crossovers. Which would go... Don't even have the length for it either. So I couldn't have done it either way, right? Is that what we're saying, guys? Because of the length of it? Is that what it comes down to? You don't have a cross from the top line to the third line? I don't know what the top line to the third line means. I shouldn't need a cross. Because they come in, and then they would have went round there, down, and then the station that they would have stopped at has the cross there. To then head back in the opposite way. So it should have worked. Should have worked. We're just going to have to allow them to use the outer tracks, which is a shame, really, because I wanted to kind of keep those for my, like, looped lines. But it is what it is. Can't do nothing about that. See, no valid path now. I can't do this. So now what do I do? The Chrissy Cross is missing? It is missing. It is. Of course it is. Confirm the changes. No, discard the changes. Of course the Chrissy Cross is missing. We've got the inner Chrissy Cross in. We don't have the other ones. So... You can't add the Chrissy Crossy there. So what we're saying, bottommost line is 4. Gotcha. So, oh, hello. Let me come away from that. You need a circle at the end of the track connecting the outer tracks. I need a circle? What does that mean? You have to connect 1, 3, then 2, then 4. So we connect... Why is that going a bit weird? So 1 to 3. Why is it not letting me do it? Do we need to do it on parallel? No, you can't even do it on parallel. You can't even do it on quad. On 2 outer tracks. I can do that. But that just defeats the purpose, doesn't it? That just defeats the purpose. Because if you're doing it like this, or vice versa, the opposite way, for example, like that. Don't you find this long-winded? Why can't we just have like a double slip button? Don't you just find this long-winded? You can use one of the middle platforms at the terminus. You mean here? You can't add a crossover there. Oh! Ah, hold on. We might be onto something. Hold on. Hold on. I need some cash. Need some cash first before I attempt this. I think I might have an idea. Why is the game not running? Right, the game's actually now just froze on me. Why is the game froze on me? It doesn't want to go into play mode. Right, I want to save this real quick. So, San Fran. Overwrite save. Load. Okay, now it's working. Bum 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 bum. Link the outer track at the terminus station. Again, I don't know what that means. Have I lost the route? Where's my red route? Have they deleted my red line? Or did I delete my red line? Guys, where did my red line go? Did I delete it in accident and not realize? Right, anyway, I want to attempt something here because... Let me delete these tracks. Wait, why am I deleting in such small segments? Is that because I added too much stuff to it? Right, delete all this. There to there. Right, I want to attempt something here, because in my head, I've got an idea. In my head, I've got an idea. Right, I feel like the game's gone really awkward on me. The game's gone really awkward on me. Alright, delete tracks. Delete you, delete you, delete, 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 delete. Build tracks. We're going to go quad. And I'm going to build it to there. I'm going to add a crossover there. So just bear with me on this. I want to attempt... I want to build this quite big so I can do it. So build single. Right. It messes up every time you try and do a track. Okay. It's extremely complicated at the moment. You'll get the until you get it, and then you're like, "Oh, that's easy." Yeah. I'm realizing, like you just said right there, the direction you drag matters. I'm realizing that. I'm realizing the direction that you drag matters. Now, that's not perfect, okay? That's not perfect in any means, shape, or form. Right? It is not, before you say anything. But... that does the job, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. That does the job, right? One would hope that will at least allow... one would hope that would at least allow roots to exist. It's a very complex... This doesn't need to be like this, okay? That is like ultimate crossover. I don't understand why we can't... When it says add crossover, and we add a crossover like at the end of the station there, like, and it just adds them to it, why can't it do like some form of double slip system? Anyway, I'm going to clear these blueprints. You can go to... You can go... 2 can go, 4, 1 can go... Right, I want to try it here, because I like playing around with this, because it does help us understand. Four can go... 2 can go... So 2 can go 4. Are you sure? Two can't go into 4. Yeah, it hasn't. It makes sense. The dev hasn't implemented that feature in yet. 2 can go to 4. 1 can go to 3, vice versa. Is this what you mean? Because it doesn't. I mean, for now, that works. It's not the end of the world. I mean, we don't even have signals in the game, so what are we expecting here? What are we expecting here right now? Right, how much is to build that, by the way? 65 million. I can't afford that, so I'm going to clear blueprints. I'm just going to get the track back in. Which is 43. Oh my goodness me, what have I done? What have I done? You can rebuild the red line up to the interchange station. The trains will pull ahead of the crossover. Oh, you mean I pull ahead of this crossover? Because I can't get another crossover in. Because of that mini distance. Will they use that one even though it's beyond? Or do I make them go to this station? I can't extend any line. I don't have the money. Oh, do you mean extend it on this? Sorry? Yeah. That is a good idea. Right, clear the blueprints. I don't know how the red line got deleted. I haven't got a clue how that line got deleted. Do I not have a crisscross there? Oh my god. This is getting beyond a joke now. You can fix it by putting money back into your JSON file. That's cheating! That's cheating! But I like it. I like it. Right, let me wait for a rush hour. I like it. Right, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. I gotta wait for people to wake up and go to work. Just need 15 million. And I can extend that yellow line. Come on. There we go. Build the blueprints. The yellow line can now get extended. Edit the route. Douche. Do. Confirm changes. So yellow route's now going to complain. Because all of a sudden they're able to carry more passengers, so I might give them 10 cars to begin with straight away. Maybe increase the high demand. Oh no, I can't afford 2 more. But we'll leave it like that. So we should be able to get the red line back in then without having to actually build anything else. I might make the red line the new green line. No. It's got to be red line. It's got to be the red line. Red line. Edit the route. So it's going to have to... Let me just double check. Okay, we'll start down here. And work our way through. So I like to see where it does it end. Because again, I'm learning how the game works. So it's all about that sweet knowledge. Yeah, okay, they do use it after, but they couldn't use this one, could they? No. Fine. I would have thought they could have like gone into there and then come back and then use that to switch into that one, but it seems like they don't want to try and do that. Which is fine. Which is fine. The red line might have buffers. Wait, you ate the buffers? Fireeater. What are you doing? Now, I don't remember. Right, the red line's going to be so overloaded because I haven't got the money to buy new trains. I've added some images to the Discord to visualize the crazy. Hold on, let me take a quick look. Oh, okay. Right. Right. That's interesting. So the way I've done it there... Ah, it's because I've got the 4 in. But I don't want to crisscross that way anyway. So you've got it where... That's coming down. And I'm sure I set it up where it could merge in like that. But they just didn't want to. Didn't I do that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, but didn't I set up... Or is it because I'm too close to the station? Right, my game's froze again. Like, the game's froze again. Nothing's moving. Yeah, it was too short for the crossover, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I get it now. I should, you know, next time, plan ahead. The game's just frozen again. Am I going crazy? I've just saved the game, reloaded it, and now it's got rid of my 2 lines. Am I losing my mind? I've only got 2 lines. I mean, I've only got 1 line that don't even exist. I've just saved and reloaded, and it deletes a line. Reload the game entirely. I've been scammed here, guys. I've been scammed. Nope. They're gone. All them lines, all them trains that I paid for, gone. Gone, boys. Right, if that's not a perfect time to end the live stream, I don't know what is. Right, do you want to see my my New York one? Let's take a look at my New York save game. Because now I've learned a lot of stuff in this stream, I kind of want to apply it to all my New York lines. This is taking a long time to load. This is not filling me with confidence. Is my save game corrupt? I was literally playing this yesterday. Don't tell me my save game's corrupt. Maybe loading from another game doesn't like it. Ah, there we go. The game is not gaming today, is it? So, knowing what I've learned today, I could apply that logic to this station here. And I've already pre-recorded the next episode, so what you're seeing right now might be a spoiler for the next episode. Guys, okay, right, listen, I need to warn you. Oh, I forgot to say this. Okay, right, I've already recorded the next episode that you haven't seen yet, so this is going to be a spoiler alert. So if you don't want spoiler alerts, turn the stream off now, because I'm going to end the stream after I've talked about this anyway. Damn, I forgot about that. I do apologize. So I can apply that quad station system here. You've been warned about spoilers, so if you stay, you're spoiling it for yourself now at this point, okay? Just saying. So I could apply that quad station system here, which is great. Now, I could also... Now, the way I've set these up, not so much. But I could turn that one into a quad station so it splits on the 2 different lines. Same here on that one. So I could switch those out for them quad stations. Interesting. So you guys want to see that new... There is a new line, as you can see. Right, there is a new line. And it does go on for some distance. It goes all the way down to Coney Island. Okay. You ruined it for yourself, okay? You ruined it for yourself. So yeah, I could apply that quad station logic now in all of this. And that does work out. But it could now mean, now I've learned that, I could actually... There's nothing stopping me redoing some of this stuff. For the yellow and blue, you should make a 2-track station under the existing one. There's lots of stuff like we could do. There is, it kind of now changes my thought process behind all of this. Like I could create a nicer quad station here. Maybe I can incorporate the red line come into that quad station setup. There's so many possibilities, isn't there? There is so many possibilities, but this comes all the way down into Coney Island. And not to give it away too much. 2 episodes ago, you forgot to add the stop to 1 station. Yeah, I fixed it. This episode where I do this, I fixed it. The pink line has the most users. So it can break your brain. You really have to think about it. You are 100%. Like, you think you're doing something right, and then you learn a new technique or learn something. Like this here. I built this here without understanding the elevation of the buildings. If I knew the elevation of the buildings, I would have went straight through it. You know what I mean? But I like it, though, because it adds character, and it adds a story to the series. So, I like it. I like it in a weird way. But, yeah. Expect me to use more of those quad stations moving forward. Don't spoil it too much. I did give you the warning. Right, that's it. We're out of here. I gave you the warning, fools. Still watch the video, okay? Still watch the video. Also, clicking a station, then clicking the arrow changes the name to another nearby road. Oh, so yeah, you don't have to have them repeating. That's actually pretty cool. Right. Appreciate you all watching, guys. Still watch the video, even though I kind of spoiled some of it. But there you go, there you go. And I appreciate you all joining the stream, because without you guys, I probably wouldn't have learned some of the stuff I learned today. And that's huge. Because without this live stream, I wouldn't have learned about the quad platform system, the quad lines, the quad train system things, because I probably wouldn't have touched it for quite some time. And the single lines and how you can connect them to create the crissy crosses and all that jazz is amazing. So thank you so much, guys. Definitely watching because I like watching you lay out things. You gave me ideas to try it. Appreciate it, Chill. Appreciate it. So thank you very much, everybody. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, Fire Eater, I will read the DMs after I've ended it. Do not worry, sir. Do not worry. Oh, he's got the video of the Halloween costume. Okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I am still gold. And Iceman has definitely won top donny of the month. Guys, appreciate it right now. I will just like to remind you all that Seniac plushies are available on Seniac.com. So cutesy. And all that jazz. Right, there we go. I did it at the end. I didn't do it at the start. I did it at the end. Right, till next time. I'll see you all soon. I'll be streaming again on this channel on Tuesday. I'll be on my other channel tomorrow live. Appreciate you watching. Until next time, see you all soon. So, goodbye.